Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. This is the start of part 6. What I'm going to be doing this weekend is working on the Andromeda and getting a second coat of primer where I already puttied it and sanded down the seams. I just have this temporarily mounted on the rear of the Andromeda, so I can take that off. Same with the front. I'm also going to be working on the base. I already have an extra base here. It's already been painted. All I got to do is drill out a hole on the top for the switch, power switch, and then I got to drill a hole on the side for the female plug for the power to plug into. I'll be working on that as well today. But back on the Andromeda, it's taking shape. Hopefully I can get it primered today and maybe hit it with some paint. I want to do the bottom with the Hall Red right here, XF-9 Tamiya. I thought about painting it all in one color, but I want to give it a little bit more, so probably the bottom will be Hall Red, and then the top part might be either a dark gray, medium gray, got a gunship gray here. That might look good for the top. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here, double check this and see what I have to do and prep it for the spray booth. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. I got them down in the spray booth. I'm going to get ready to mask some more parts off on the Andromeda before I hit it with some more primer. I got to mask this off up here on top. You can see right here. This little part above the bridge, I'm going to have to mask that off before I hit it with some primer. This will come off the back here on the main engine. It's just you got it sitting on it right now. It's not glued on. Same for the front here where the weapons effect is. That's just sitting on the model. I'll pop that off. I'll hit it with some primer, let it set for a little while, and then I'll hit it. I'll have to mask it off and hit it with some Hall Red. Another thing about I never mentioned before about my spray booth, it's a standard spray booth. I made it out of plywood back in 2010, so it's a little over 5 years old. The width is 36 inches, the depth is 24 inches, and the height, I have to take my tape measure here. And the height is almost 2 feet. It's 23 inches. Altogether it came up to about $100 to build my spray booth. I have a standard exhaust fan in the back here. I may upgrade it down the road. This is something like you would use for a bathroom. I want to go maybe commercial, get something a little bit stronger for a better pull. This little temperature gauge up here I bought quite a few years ago from Kmart. Shows the temperature and humidity. Even though I'm in the state of Ohio, we have cold winters and warm summers. I can work year round down here in the basement. I figured I'd add this to my spray booth so I just know about where the temperature and humidity is. And today the temperature down here in the basement is about 78 degrees. And the humidity is about 76. I noticed that when the humidity and the temperature is around the same, it's almost perfect painting conditions. I figured I'd share this with everybody. I'll go ahead and prep this up and get it ready. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. I have everything masked off. This little part above the bridge. I have the 5mm flickering LEDs in the back, all 5 of those masked off. The front I have masked off as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit it with some, touch it up with a little bit of adhesion promoter. Same with these two characters right here. I'm going to hit it with some adhesion promoter and hit it with some primer. The primer I'm using is Model Masters Acrylic 4680. Great primer. And then I'm using the Hall Red XF-9 Tamiya for the bottom. I also have my universal acrylic thinner. I just want to use this up. Probably going to keep this for mixing paints. This will be a good little bottle to keep in storage for mixing paints with once I'm finished using the thinner. When I'm finished with my airbrush, I do clean it out with lacquer thinner. I've been using it for quite a long time. I clean my airbrush out every time I use it, so it's ready to go next time I use it. I know you can use almost about any type of cleaner through your airbrush to clean it out, but I use lacquer thinner. Never had any problems with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I'll double check everything, make sure everything's alright. I'll hit it with some of the adhesion promoter here, and I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes. Then I'll go ahead and hit it with some primer, see how that turns out. So I figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. I already hit it with another coat of primer where I sanded down the seams. Seams are still showing. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to try to, do the bottom with Hall Red and the top in Gunship Gray, which is Model Masters Acrylic 4752. That's what the top's going to be, Gunship Gray, and the bottom will be Hall Red XF-9. I'm going to do my best today to see if I can get the bottom painted with Hall Red. I'm going to have to put the little fins that go on the side of the small engines in order to paint the bottom, because you can see right there with the tape I got it masked off, just so no paint gets on that 5mm flickering LED that I got inside. The characters here, I hit it with some adhesion promoter and primered it up. They turned out pretty good. Found out in the instructions, one is for a necklace, which is right here next to my finger, and the other one is for the base. I thought they went together, but they don't. So I'm going to have to make a back for the one on your right to mount onto the base. I may do both of them on the base. I'll figure that out when I get around to the base. Right now I'm going to have to hit this again one more time with some primer. A few spots I could hit a little bit more primer on. When I'm done with that, there's more parts I may hit the guns on top with the Gunship Gray and film that when that's all finished. So I figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on the Andromeda. I hit the Andromeda quite a few times with some primer. Like the results. Like more and more I add the primer, the better it's looking, but I like the results, so I'm going to leave it be. Over here, these are the guns. I'm going to hit those with some Gunship Gray, Model Masters Acrylic number 4752. I'm going to hit these with the Gunship Gray. I'm going to hit the guns as well. And the part to your left up there, I'm going to hit that with some Gunship Gray. All these parts here will be hit with some Gunship Gray. So I figured I'd share this with everybody what I'm doing with the Andromeda. When I'm done hitting this with some gunship gray, I'll film that. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. Here's another look at the Andromeda. I took the mask off the top here. Like I said in the previous video, I hit it with several coats of primer. And it turned out pretty decent. Like I said, the more primer I apply to it, the better it's looking. But I like the results, so I'm going to leave this be. Over here, I hit the guns with gunship gray. Turned out really nice. Same with these here, which these are the guns. Turned out really nice. These parts I hit with gunship gray. And before I showed in the video, the gunship gray I used is number 4752 Model Masters acrylic. That'll also be the color I'm going to put for the top of the Andromeda, and the lower part I'm going to hit with the Hall Red. So I'm going to call this a wrap for tonight, what I've been working on with the Andromeda. I hit this with the gunship gray, these parts here. I hit the main ship a few times with some more gray primer. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. Yesterday I took it down to the spray booth and I applied a couple more coats of primer, and it turned out really nice. I didn't have a chance to get it down to the spray booth today. Also yesterday I primered up the guns, and I hit, not primered, but I painted the guns. Here's the results. Turned out really nice. I'll be assembling these tonight. Here's the other parts right here that mount up on here, and then the guns. So I'll have a little bit of a work to do here on the guns, and I'm also going to work on the base. I have to put these to the side here. Bring the base back down here. I have to drill a hole on top of the base for the power switch, and then drill a hole on the side for the female plug right here. I have to wire both these up. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. Tonight I'm going to be working on the guns. And right here on the instruction sheet shows you how they go together. I have everything laid out on the table here. I'm going to work on one at a time. When they're all together, I'll mount them on the Andromeda and see what they look like, and I'll go ahead and film that. So I got a little work here. I figured I'd share this with everybody on what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. Tonight I worked on the guns, finished them up. Other than this little cover here, right now I'm just going to let them just sit on the guns until the guns dry overnight. They do move, or they will turn, which is pretty cool. I used gunship gray, Model Masters acrylic, number 4752 for the guns. The top of the Andromeda will paint it the same color. The bottom will be Hall Red. Another view here, front. Really like the colors. Everything's looking good. I have a few more parts to put on the bottom of the Andromeda before I can take it down to the basement, maybe touch it up a little bit more with some primer. I also worked on the base today. I got the female plug drilled out on the side, and the top for the power plug. Damaged it a little bit, but I can touch it up. I have to open up the hole a little bit more for the plug to go in, which is right here. And it'll work fine once I open that up a little bit more. So that's what I did today, working on the Andromeda. Figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. What I'm going to be doing tonight is, a couple of nights ago I made a video up on these guns, and they're just sitting on the Andromeda. I got the guns glued in. This part I'm going to work on tonight. I'm going to glue it onto the part here like it is up here. Get that off. Guns turned out really nice, and they move up and down, which is cool. So I'll be working on gluing these all together tonight with my tester's glue. Plus I'll be wiring up the power switch and the female plug. The small end right here where my thumb is, that's positive. The longer one is negative. I'm going to be wiring them up tonight as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I figured I'd share this with everyone, what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. Last couple of nights I've been working on the base. All I did is, this is going to hold the Andromeda on the base. I just put it up on the base here. I drew an outline with a pencil, and then I've been digging it out with a screwdriver to where this will fit just perfect on top of the base. I'll probably use some heat glue. I already have a hole drilled in, and through the base, through this part here for the wire to run through. I already have the power plug hole drilled out. The same for the female plug on the side. I also will be working on the Andromeda today. I'll be mounting this on the front. It goes on the front here where the power, where the weapon effect is. So I'll be mounting that today. I'll try to keep my fingers crossed to get this down to the spray booth and hit it a couple more times with some primer, and then get it ready for some paint. I figured I'd give this update to everybody on what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on the Andromeda, another update. I'm finished with the base. It's just temporarily sitting on the base. I got to glue this down on the base yet. I'm not going to do that just yet, but give everybody an idea of what it's going to look like on the base. It's going to look pretty good. These parts here go on the bottom of the Andromeda. I'm going to be gluing those on tonight. And then this is the front. I'm going to be putting that on as well. I have the female plug wired up, power switch. Those are ready to be mounted onto the base. So I'm going to get started here. Figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. I mounted this piece here. I mounted this piece here, and the front where the weapons part is on the ship. Mounted those three parts tonight. I mounted the red inside part for the main engine. I glued that in. I used canopy glue. this part here and these two parts here go back here. I may hold off on that because I want to do the bottom in Hall red, and I may want to leave these because I already painted those gunship gray. I don't know if I want them Hall red. I may leave them that color just to give it a little bit more detail. On the guns here, these little parts right here, two of them go on the back where you can see. I have to mount them on those yet, but it's looking pretty good. It's taking shape. Front. So I'm going to probably mount this later tonight on the base and hook it up to some power, see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on this. Figured I'd share this with everybody. Everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Andromeda. Been working on it on and off all day today. It's temporarily on the base. It's taking shape. It's looking really good. The guns right here, I have the little pieces mounted on top. Look pretty good. Go ahead and mount those on. We get another shot here. It's really looking good. I got it hooked up to some power. This is just not mounted yet till I get it. Probably be the last thing I'll mount is this part here, the rear engine. I'm gonna go ahead and put some power on. It's at 9 volts. Turn off the overhead light off. Get a shot of the engines in the back. I still have the small ones masked off. It's looking good. Turn it around here so everybody can get a view of the front. It's looking really good. A close-up shot there. A lot of detail for the 700 scale kit. Even though these small engines are masked off, you can still see the flickering effect. Looks pretty cool. The guns look really good. Another shot here. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a wrap for part 6. Maybe tomorrow, I'll keep my fingers crossed, I could take it down to the spray booth, hit it with a couple more small coats of primer, and then maybe try to mask it off and paint the bottom with Hall red. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and everybody have a good day.